That's a real quick one.
Okay. So your next is about that athletic
Yeah,
field report.
We thought the board should know what our plan is for Memorial Stadium. We have an issue over there. Just to give you an overall view of what the high school stadium looks like. Now, this is after we've played all of our home games on that football field. Still, it doesn't look too bad from this angle, does it? It doesn't look too bad from Burke Street, doesn't look too bad from Cale, or from Cale Street. But upon further look, we'll show you the good grass, which is pretty much everything from the hash marks out to the sidelines. And this is what we would like the whole field to look like. But it doesn't, because then we'll show you the severely damaged grass after a season of play, and it looks really bad. And the problem is, this has been a habitual thing for the last 4 or 5 years where we have to deal with this. And what we're trying to do, it's because it's clay and very tightly packed between the hash marks. So the plan that we came up with is we're going to rototill or grind or beclavate, I guess you call it. Well, it's actually deeper than aerating. And the middle between the hash marks. Going to supplement the soil, hopefully loosen that up a little bit, and then plant grass so that next summer and fall we'll have a better product. The problem is that we're going to be limiting the use of Memorial Stadium for the whole spring season. It will be covered and will be shut down to any use. We're going to use the track, but any field events like javelin and those things that take up a lot of space is going to have to be moved down to probably the softball field. You may hear some feedback from the spring athletes, maybe the track athletes, but it's something that we feel we really do need to do to better this field for next season.
Questions or comments?
Who else uses that field for spring sports?
Lacrosse.
Some games, lacrosse sometimes has some games.
Yeah. So lacrosse will have to be relocated.
They don't play all their games in that stadium. They play a couple night games in there.
And it'll probably be upsetting to the senior lacrosse players. They won't be able to play Memorial Stadium their senior year, but long-term effect, I mean, we stress out our fields a lot, and this one gets a lot of use, and we feel we need to do this for the longevity and the condition of the field.
Do you feel we have enough field capacity with the rest of the fields to cover? I think that it's just really used for these special games, like.
Don't we have the ongoing cost for maintaining these fields and stuff?
We do.
And that's what's paying for the project, for the work, is the ongoing, the maintenance that we have in our expense budget. So it's not a capital project, anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, and we've tried to do the deep tine and the aerating. Nothing seems to break up. It's a little deeper than we can go with it with the deep tining. That's why we're take the whole thing up and supplement the soil.
Right. Okay, so how much does that eat
Yes.
into your
Fine.
budget? Just normal every year cost?
Glenn?
Will your staff be doing it?
No, we have, most of that work's always contracted out, we don't have the equipment. We'll help with it,
Then it will not be out of the capital fund?
Not general fund.
Yes, sir.
Is this a field that we always got a voice for?
2 years back.
And if you actually go out in the field, you'll see that the sidelines has pretty decent grass, but between the hash marks, it's the grass that tends to spread and not go deep to get its water, and that's what's causing the issue. So that's just information purposes. We wanted to let you know that you might get some feedback.
We don't need any decision from the board on that, right? You're going to handle it now.
Yes.
Okay. Committee comments?